This is just a quick update, guys. There's a whole bunch of things going on, and I'm getting a lot of comments going, hey, we missed the 8-wheel drive, we missed the 6-wheeler, hey, you're going to do that with a 4B, all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to address a couple of those things. So, as some of you may know, some of you may not, I have multiple sclerosis. That is negatively affected by heat. Today, obviously, is not the hottest day. It's raining. But it's been Australian summer. So some people don't quite realise how the rotation of the earth and the tilt and all that works. But in Australia, it's generally summer when it's winter over in the USA. So we're on the tail end of summer about now. As the weather starts to cool off, I'll be getting more mobile, be able to do more things. On top of that, there's been, I've had a couple of mates that have all had dramas, things like that. I've had to help out with that sort of stuff. And so I'm working on helping other people a fair bit at the moment, which is detracting from my YouTube stuff. And I have developed somewhat of a social life, which is unusual for a high-functioning autistic person like me. So that has eaten into things a little bit more too. And on top of that, as a result of the stress, there's some other things. I'm having some physical complications like gout and all that sort of stuff. So it's making mobility and doing stuff quite difficult at the moment, and I'm, to be honest, struggling a lot to get things done. I'm even, as you notice, I'm borrowing the wife's Jeep today, which is automatic because I have gout so bad that I can't push a clutch in. So I'm having a bit of fun, to say it lightly. So yeah, give me a bit of a couple of days, guys. I'll get some stuff done. In the meantime, I have been digging up some of the older videos that I'm not so happy with and re-editing them and trying to make them flow a bit better. I noticed some of the early stuff from 3, 4, or 5 years ago. It's like hour-long videos or 45-minute-long videos when I could really cut out a lot of me rambling. And they're the stuff that seems to get better retention. This channel was never meant to be about profit, but as my savings are dwindling, I'm going to need the backup plan of a little bit of profit. So, you know, if you guys are seeing this and this is the first time, maybe you'd consider subscribing. Every little drop counts. I do memberships for $1.50. This is not really a shill for that, but the memberships get early access to stuff and a few other members-only videos. I'm having a bit of trouble getting around to doing live streams and stuff like that. I don't really have the energy for a job, let alone keeping up with the daily repairs I've got to do. But, you know, I try. It has become something I do enjoy doing, is doing this YouTube stuff. I get the sense that if I was to get wildly and rapidly popular, I'd probably stop enjoying it. I did have a previous YouTube channel, and I woke up one morning to 250,000 views on a particular video that was a little bit short-sighted. That was me cutting open a lithium battery, and many hate comments. And this is before YouTube was monetized, and I shut that all down. I went, you know what? Nope, I don't want to know about that. Again, the autism plays into things. I have a hard time dealing with like the negative comments and things like that. Or to be honest, 20 plus years on the internet has primed me to see negativity when often there isn't any. And the other thing is that people take posting a video as an open invitation to tell me all the things I'm doing wrong. Now, a lot of the times I'm aware of things that I'm doing wrong, and yeah, I just let's see, I choose to do things that way specifically because either laziness or because it's my own personal stuff, or it might be a non-essential situation, or it might be an emergency situation. One example, where helping move some logs from a mate's driveway, I got a call at very short notice. It was a case of urgency. I wrapped the winch cable around and clipped the clip back onto the winch cable. That's a situation I know will damage the winch cable, and it's not ideal, and I should use a sling. At that point in time, them logs needed to be moved, and it was a non-ideal situation, and yes, it causes damage, and I accepted that situation at the time that might be the case. So yeah, I basically just stuff like that happens. But of course, then you get comments with people trying to be an expert and tell you, yes, and this, you've done this wrong, and you should really do that, and you should do this. I don't mind those sort of comments going in the discussion below, and people having that kind of talk and discussing the right way to do things. I absolutely don't mind that. But some people frame it in such a way that does add stress to my life, in that people seem to, I guess this is where it comes into priming to see the negativity. They treat it as if, or they frame it as if I'm a bad person for doing something like that. And that weighs on me. I tend to just, when I see things like that, I tend to just turn comments off. Because YouTube's not meant to be a stress for me. And I know I do some suboptimal things at times. One person in particular, Zim, I've made reference to him on the channel before. He has a particular dislike of my use of hot glue and tape. And yeah, sometimes when I'm holding down a small object, a piece of hot glue is probably quite fine. But still, that's my rant and some of my discussions about the YouTube stuff. I won't go into too much more detail, but this is a very much unscripted video with a whole bunch of things off the top of my head, so excuse the fragmented nature of all of this. In any case, I'm going to move on. I will have some more videos and some more re-edits. In terms of the 8-wheeler, yes, there's a couple of other videos I'm going to re-edit. It hasn't moved the last 3 months, really, and I haven't had the energy, motivation, or even money to take it out. The 6-wheeler, I'm pretty sure it has a stuck brake pad. I've got to get out with a hammer and bash that free and find out why. That takes a considerable amount of energy and time and proper weather that I just have not had. And then there's the 4B. I've got to do a mod on the door tops. The sides are still up on at the moment, even in the rain, which is why I'm in the wife's car. There's just so much to be done. I've got to thread fiber optic cable under the house. And then I've got dead meat coming down to help with some other stuff as well. So there are so many things going on. And then I have to go to oncology every month as well, and the recovery times between that. I've got a family member getting surgery, another family member who needs a needle into a knee joint, and she will be offline for a bit, which means there's more load on me. So lots going on, guys. I hope you can bear with me, but catch us later, and see you in the next video.